So, how's that fabric band going?
Yeah, about that. Slight problem, but it was so pretty.
Hello and welcome back to my channel. My name is Kate and this is Ripper Seams. The good weather has started here at last in the UK. It is warm and sunny outside. All the outdoor furniture has all been set up at last. The barbecue has been cleaned and fired up, ready to go. And of course, that means we've got some lovely summer makes and plans on the cards. So in this episode, I thought I'd share with you some of the things I've got planned to make over the next few weeks, as well as share with you a lot of fabric which has been unexpectedly flowing into my household over the last few weeks. As much as I've been on a fabric ban, it's kind of somehow magically appeared. Some of it for a very good reason, others, just appeared. What can I say? Now, to be fair, a few of these fabrics are because I had already started a project, realized I needed more of that particular fabric. Very lucky it was still in stock, so I was able to get some more, but it also meant that whilst I was there, maybe some other things kind of fell into my basket along the way. Now, before I get stuck into the plans and my fabric haul, I will mention what I'm wearing because I will forget otherwise, and that is the lovely Mabel top by Tilly and the Buttons. I've made it out of this beautiful retro floral print cotton lawn from Stitch Fabrics. I love the colors on this and I just think it's a really lovely summery top to be wearing in the hot weather. All right, let's kick off with our first fabric, shall we? So this month, the So Fruity Challenge is currently in progress, run by the wonderful Blossom Sandwich. Now, originally I wasn't going to do this challenge because I'm not really one for fruity prints, but I still kept an eye out just in case anything fruity caught my eye. Now, my all-time favorite fruit is cherries. I could eat them by the bucket load. In fact, I did buy a whole entire big box of them at Tesco the other day, and my daughter and I just sat down and almost ate the whole entire box in one sitting. They were that delicious. So I thought if I could find a really nice cherry print out there, that would be the one that would lure me into this challenge. And of course I found something, and that is this beautiful woven stretch cotton sateen which I picked up from Minerva in this beautiful lovely cherry print. Look at that, it is so delightful and nice. Ooh, look at that focus. It's got a real retro vibe going on. So because of that, I decided to make the Donny shirt by Friday Pattern Company. My fourth Donny shirt, but who's counting? So I won't talk too much about the make on here because the reveal day for the So Fruity Challenge is the day after I drop this video. If you want to see my finished make, then head over to Instagram where I'll be showing everything, and you can find me over there on Ripper Seams. So go check that out. You know what, I might wear it in next week's video as well. But what I can say is I absolutely loved how this shirt turned out. Like I said, it's got this real retro vibe going on, and because it is a slightly stiffer fabric than what I've made the Donny shirt out of before, the collar like really pops, and I think the coloring's lovely. It's a very different looking Donny shirt than the other ones I've got, and I've also embellished it with a couple of lovely labels from Carly and the Machine as well, just to kind of give it that little something extra. So overall, I'm really happy that I got sucked into this challenge and made something. And you know what? I still have a meter left of this fabric, so I'm tempted to go make some shorts to go along with the shirt and just kind of like have a coordinate set going on. So yeah, let me know if you think I should do that. So my next lot of fabric I've got is this one here, which is this beautiful animal print crepe de chine, which I picked up from Stitch Fabric. This is a beautiful, light, flowy fabric. I just love the print. It's kind of a really nice creamy base there. It's got a little bit of pop of orange in there with the black. Now what I'm making out of this is actually the Maryland dress by Stylark, and I was meant to make that dress ready for my trip to Australia at the end of last year. However, I just ran out of time. What I really wanted to make this dress out of was a white or cream linen. I just thought it might have been a little bit see-through in the sunshine so I kind of delayed and was looking for something else. So I switched the white linen out for some cinnamon colored linen. So then I thought that linen was actually probably a little bit too heavy a weight linen for the make because it is meant to be more of a drapey dress. And then of course I bought the Cupro with the intention of making that into the Maryland dress. And I kind of sat with that for a while. Then I thought the color wasn't right. And of course those ended up being the pants I made last week. So yeah, the Cupro was out, but this then meant that this fabric came into play because I had 2 meters of this and it should have been just enough for me to fit the Maryland dress out of. So I started sewing my pattern pieces out at the Southern Social a few weeks ago, and then I realized I was going to be short just a little bit to be able to fit the final sleeve piece in. So before I cut anything out, I sat down and jumped online to have a look if Stitch Fabric had any more of this fabric available, and thankfully they did. So I'm literally on the floor at the social buying this fabric whilst everyone's sewing around me. So I've had this on hold until this has arrived. I'm now ready to go. It's all cut out. I just need to cut that last sleeve piece out, and then that should be ready to be sewn up. Now it is quite a straightforward make. It's almost like a shift dress going down, but it's got these really nice sleeves with the slit at the side and the sleeves aligned. But then when I was looking at this fabric, it did seem to be quite see-through. Because of that, I thought, you know what, I'm going to line the body of the dress because the sleeves are already lined. So of course I needed lining. Now Stitch Fabrics also had this lightweight jersey lining in this really nice natural color. It is stretchy, but it's only a two-way stretch. It doesn't stretch that way. So I'm thinking of lining it with this. I'm new to lining, so if this is a bad idea, please let me know in the comments, because if it is, I ended up getting some more of like an acetate lining fabric as well, and I got this one from Minerva. So I have the two different lining options. Please tell me and let me know down below if I should use the acetate or the stretch lining. I'm kind of tempted to use this one as long as the stretch is going side to side and not up and down, because this one feels a little bit stiff and I think I'll lose a bit of the drapiness. So yeah, let me know down in the comments below which one I should use. So that is the Maryland dress, which is one of my first makes I've got planned over the next couple of weeks to finish off. So my next make is also one where I needed more fabric than what I originally started out with. So again, had to go check that I could get some more before I started cutting out. Otherwise I would have had to totally rethink about what I use this fabric for. So the other make I've got planned to finish off in the next couple of weeks is the Songbird Duster by Pattern Emporium. And I'm making that one in this beautiful, very fine cotton lawn, if not a cotton voile, which is also from Stitch Fabric. And I've mentioned about making this one in a previous video as well, but I'm finally around to making it. Now, I originally bought 2.5 meters of this very beautiful and very light and airy fabric, and was originally going to make a shirt, but it was too light to be able to make a shirt, and particularly a men's shirt, which was my original plan. So I found this Pattern Emporium pattern for this duster, which I thought was just absolutely perfect for this material, because I could really utilize all the lovely lines of kind of flowers that are running in there. It's really topical and really, really summery. Now, if I just randomly laid my pattern pieces out, 2.5 meters would have been absolutely fine for this make. But of course, those beautiful lines of flowers were just calling to be symmetrical on both sides of this garment. So I had to be very intentional about where I placed my pattern pieces, so it was like perfectly matched on the front and also kind of really centered on the back as well. So because of that, I kind of was needing to get a little bit extra. So again, I had to put an order in with Stitch Fabrics to pick up some more of this absolutely beautiful cotton. So the Songbird Duster is all cut up and ready to go. I've pinned it all over Barbara just so I can double check where all those lovely lines of flowers are sitting, and I'm absolutely stoked with how it's turned out so far. So I'm very excited to sew that up. Now, because this fabric is quite transparent, I'm going to give French seams a bit of a go on there and see how we go to kind of keep those seams really, really nice and neat and crisp. And finally, I've had to get some really ultralight interfacing. There is a band that runs all the way around the neck and down the front of the garment. I didn't want to use standard black interfacing because I thought it would just be too crisp for this garment. I wanted to keep the flowiness, so you can get ultralight interfacing in black. So I've got some of that ready to go. That's the next thing I'm going to make in the next week, and I'm pretty excited to show you how it turns out. Whilst I was on Stitch Fabric's website buying those extra lengths of fabrics, I also brought home this one as well, which is a lovely stretch jersey here with this gorgeous bright floral pattern. Now, this was also £4.99 a metre, and I just thought this was really nice and bright and fun. Again, perfect for summer, particularly since the greens and the pinks are like really, really in at the moment. I do have a pattern in mind, and it is the Go-To Fit and Flare dress by Pattern Emporium. I wanted to give that a go, as it's a pattern which I picked up recently. I just thought it would be a really nice, fun way to get a bit more experience making some items in jersey, but also just get another nice little easy, flowy summer dress going in, which is kind of just an easy make. So I picked up up this lovely fabric as well. So my next lot of fabrics are all from Rainbow Fabrics because they have done some absolute ripper drops of dead stock over the last few weeks that I couldn't resist. I had to go in and get some. The first one is a broderie anglaise, and it's this one here, and that's purely because I had been looking for a broderie anglaise for quite a while now and hadn't found one I liked, but they had exactly what I wanted, which is this beautiful kind of diamond print there with the lovely little small eyelets on there. It's a little bit transparent, but I think I can get away with making a nice top out of this without having to worry too much about lining as long as I wear a vest underneath. But I've got 3 meters of this, and I think I'm gonna make the new Tilly and the Buttons, the Nell, out of this one. I think that would look really, really pretty with the lovely big kind of puffball sleeve. I have bought that pattern. I'm just waiting for it to be delivered from CLC Prints because I had that printed out on AO. So I think this is going to be the Nell when that finally arrives. So yeah, very happy with this purchase here. Now they also dropped some really lovely ginghams recently as well, and there were so many lovely ones to choose from, but I do tend to shy away from ginghams. I'm kind of like a love it, hate it Vegemite type of girl when it comes to gingham, and that's why I ended up picking this one here, which is a white version, but it's like a cotton voile, so it's transparent, so you can see yourself through it, but it is got the most delicate little white gingham print right the way through it. I don't have an official plan of what I'm going to make for this. I do have 3 meters of it though. I just think this is going to make a really, really nice layering piece. Yeah, so I kind of like this one because it's gingham without being too obvious gingham. It's kind of like a subtle nod to gingham, if you will. And finally, I also picked up a fabric which I know a lot of people picked up, and there's a very good reason for it because it's absolutely stunning, and that is this beautiful red and pink animal viscose rayon. Isn't it absolutely delightful? It's really nice and flowing. I've got 4 meters of it. Now I've seen a lot of other sewing vloggers make some amazing things out of this, and I just love that everyone's done something different. I don't know what I'm going to make out of it myself just yet, but I absolutely love the aura that this is giving off. So I'm going to wait for it to speak to me and tell me what it wants to be, and when I hear that and I know it, I will definitely jump on and make this into something amazing. So the next one's a bit fun because I actually ended up not buying it. It was a raffle prize at the recent Southern Social that I went to at the start of the month. And that is this a beautiful, fun viscose. It's 3 meters of it, and it's in this really, really nice geometric design. So let me get up close so you can see it. Oh, there it is. Isn't it lovely? It's got this really nice fluoro green kind of pop of color in there. At the moment, I'm not entirely sure what I'm going to make with it, but this might be one that sits with me for a while. Probably going to be more of an autumnal, maybe wintry kind of make. So yeah, but I was pretty happy when I won this. Now we are coming up to some of my favorite fabrics, which I got this whole entire haul, but I'll show you 2 more before I get to those. And these are some linens I've got. Now the first one here is one I actually had draped on Barbara a few weeks ago in one of my videos, and it's this lovely viscose linen which I got from Beyond the Pink Door, which is this beautiful orangey background with these beautiful blue and purple flowers all over it, the white lilies and these cheeky little monkeys. So I've got that, and I did mention at the time that I was going to make the Zadie jumpsuit out of that. Now, since talking to a few people about the Zadie jumpsuit who have made them before, they did recommend sizing down, but also probably making it 12. So I didn't want to go straight into this fabric, so I picked up a cotton linen in this just plain raspberry linen here. Now I've got 4 meters of this, so that should be plenty to make up a toile of the Zadie jumpsuit. So I'll be getting stuck into cutting that one out very soon, but I think there'll be enough to make some other things for summer as well. So my next lot of fabric I'm really excited to share with you. It's my favorite out of everything that's arrived in the past month, if not maybe even this year. I've been eyeing off this fabric for months, like even since the start. As soon as I saw it in the store, I thought, you know, I'm going to get that, but I didn't at the time and I regretted it. So I've been watching and waiting, and it's finally here. Now this fabric is from Spotlight in Australia, and they don't deliver it internationally at all. So what I had to do was buy it, get it sent to my brother's house. My sister-in-law then posted it to me and coordinated it, and it's finally here, and I can't wait to share. Spotlight do constant sales all the time, and the percentages off their fabrics kind of vary, anything from 20% up to kind of 40%. And at one point this fabric hit 60% off. I had a $40 off coupon on top of that as well emailed to me, so which discounted it even further. So when that all came together, I said, no, I can't resist anymore. I've got to get this fabric. And so it has finally arrived. So let me show you what I've got. Now the first fabric is one I actually already already have, and I just got more of it because I love it so much. Now, I did pick up this fabric as part of my Australian fabric haul from the start of the year, which you can watch that video up there. I think it's like the second video I've ever made on my channel, but it is this beautiful cotton poplin, which is called Splatterpuss, which is this beautiful splodges of bright colors, kind of like on a kind of beige background, but it's got these hidden platypuses in them. My original purchase of this was for 2 meters, and I originally bought it with the intentions of making a dress for my daughter. The thing is, I got home and the more I looked at it, the more I loved it, and I wanted it for something for myself. So then I was in a quandary. I was like, oh, I haven't got enough. So you know what? I just bought some more. So here we go. This is a Splatterpuss. I will be making a shirt out of it for me and maybe a dress for my daughter. I absolutely just think this print is so fun. I just love those beautiful splodges with these little secret platypus. They're so cute. That's kind of like an indication of some of the ones to come. But yeah, here we go. Now the next fabric is probably the reason why I ended up getting this spotlight haul in the first place. I have been dreaming about this fabric and having it and making a lovely dress out of it for months now, and I just had to go and get it. So it's here. It's even more amazing in person than I've seen online, because funnily enough, the colors on the website for Spotlight are actually quite muted, but this is almost fluoro. So this is called Leafy Sea, and it is these wonderful, wonderful sea dragons floating around, having a wonderful time, and it's just so, so fun. It's just a really fun print. I love the colors. Now, it's probably not coming up on the video, but this is almost like a fluorescent orangey pink background on there. We've got the light pink with the dragons and this kind of pinky kind of middle there. So let's kind of come in close to see if you can see what I'm talking about there. It is absolutely stunning. So I have 4 meters of this one. It is a cotton poplin, so it does have quite a bit of structure, and it is also a 110 centimeter width on it. So it's on the smaller side of the fabrics there, but I have 4 meters, so I will definitely be able to get a lovely dress out of this one. But yeah, there you go. There are my beautiful, beautiful sea dragons. Now the next fabric I've got is hilarious. I couldn't go past it. I had to get some because it makes me smile every single time, and it reminds me of my childhood so much. It is just so whimsical. I had to get it, and I've got 3 meters of it. I don't know why I bought 3 meters of it, but anyway, I have it. If you're Australian, you'll know exactly what this is. If you're not, I will let you know. But here it is here. Ta-da! And let me go in close so you can actually see what the print is. So there we go. There are some little cowboy heads on there in like a little Wild West setting. Really nice retro colors. Now, us Australians know this as an ice cream for kids known as Bubble-O Bill. And the name of this fabric is actually Streets, which in the UK is, Streets is otherwise known as Walls ice cream. So this is and you can still get a Bubble-O Bill, but it is a cowboy's head on a stick, and he would have like chocolate ice cream for his hat, and I think strawberry ice cream for his face, and his nose was always a gumball, so you always had chewing gum as a nose, and they were quite a fun ice cream to have as a kid. I never really had them very often. I didn't like the taste of the bubble gum. It would go really hard really quickly, so it wasn't a nice chew. But anyway, this is the Bubble-O Bill ice cream fabric, which I just think is, you know what, I just love the retro colors of it. I just think it's a lot of fun. It is very iconically Australian, and it's going to be one of those talking pieces where you wear it and you're going to have to explain what the print is. So yeah, I'm okay with that. I think that'll be quite fun. Now, I think this is a cotton poplin as well. It's 112 centimeters, but I do have 3 meters of it. I have no idea what I'm going to make out of this, but we'll see. It'll be something. It's fun. So my final fabric in this haul is absolutely stunning. It is so bright and colourful. It's a really big print as well, and it would have been absolutely perfect for the So Fruity challenge had it turned up a little bit earlier. Unfortunately, I'm completely out of time now. No way this is going to be made before the reveal date, so I might have to hold it over until next year. So let's take a look, shall we? Wow, look at this. Isn't this absolutely gorgeous? I don't even need to come and give you a close-up of this one because you'll be able to see it. But look at these lovely, lovely juicy oranges, lemons. I don't even know what they are. Now this is a cotton twill, so it's quite a heavy, strong fabric there. Now I'm not 100% certain what I'm going to make out of this just yet. I just wanted to know that I had it ready to go in my stash as soon as I found the right pattern for it. I do have 4 meters of this one, and like the other fabrics, It is just 110 centimeters wide, so not so generous on the width there, but I think with 4 meters I'll definitely be able to get something kind of full length. Probably don't want to dress out of this, but I think maybe a fun pair of dungarees might be in order, as long as I can find the right pair of dungarees to wear that aren't too oversized. I think they need to be a little bit more fitted. So this is the Juicy Fabric by Ellie Whittaker, which I picked up from Spotlight. Absolutely pleased. A big massive thank you from my sister-in-law in organising things over to me. I'm absolutely over the moon with this stuff turning up, and I'm so excited to have this in my stash going forward. So yeah, keep an eye out for the amazing makes that come out from this fabric. I'm so excited. So there we go. That is my strange and unusual collection of fabrics I've somehow managed to acquire over the last few weeks. Again, like I said, these things just creep up on you. You're not intending on buying fabric, and all of a sudden you have a massive pile sitting next to you. So if you have any suggestions on what I might want to make out of some of those fabrics, which I hadn't got any specific plans for, then please go ahead and pop a message down in the comment section below and let me know your thoughts. And here we are at the end of yet another video. Thank you so much for hanging out with me today. As always, it's an absolute pleasure having you here. I hope you enjoyed learning all about my upcoming future makes, as well as taking a look at some of my weird and wonderful fabric acquisitions over the past few weeks. If you did, then please go ahead and hit that like button down below. That way it lets me know that I'm doing a good job and I should keep making more videos like this one. Of course, whilst you're there, please go ahead and consider clicking on that subscribe button, as well as the notification bell. That way you won't miss out on any of my future videos. And with that, I wish you a wonderful week of sewing, and I'll see you in the next video.